What's going on, everyone? This is Dark13, and today I have my final review of the iPhone 5. So, let's get right on into it. Alright, so as most of us know, Apple went with a completely new design when creating the iPhone 5. Now, at first, I was kind of on the fence about whether I liked this new design or not, especially how the back was partly aluminum and partly glass, but after using it for the past few days, I really do enjoy it. Now, the iPhone 5 is 18% thinner and 20% lighter than the previous iPhone 4S. Now, a lot of you people who haven't really used the iPhone 5 yet in person may say that's not really that big of a difference. I don't think it's a useful upgrade. Why do I need to upgrade to the iPhone 5 if it's only 18% thinner and only 20% lighter? However, you guys really do have to use this in person to feel how much lighter this is and how much thinner it truly does feel. I said in my unboxing video, when I first picked it up out of the box, I really couldn't believe how much lighter it felt than the 4S. I really didn't expect it to be that much lighter, and it really does feel great when you're holding it because of, like I said, it does not feel as heavy as the iPhone 4S, and it also feels a lot thinner. And also, the back is completely made of aluminum and glass. So instead of the whole back being made just of glass, it's also made of aluminum. And like I said, at first I was kind of on the fence about this new design, but now I think it looks great. The iPhone 5 comes in black and white, So the iPhone 5 features a taller 4-inch screen with 18% more pixels than the iPhone 4S at a 1136 by 640 resolution. Not only that, the screen also features 44% greater saturation, and basically what that means is all the colors on the iPhone 5 look a lot better with this new saturation. And even when you're taking video, even though the back camera has the same quality, the same specs as the previous iPhone 4S, the video does look better because of the saturation. And after using this for a while compared to using it with my iPhone 4S, I really do like this greater saturation they've added. The iPhone 5 also comes with a new 8-pin lightning connector, and this is, according to Apple, much faster than the original 30-pin dock connector, and it is not USB 3.0, it's only USB 2.0, I'm guessing, as most of you already know. But as I've demonstrated in my lightning connector review video on my channel, if you haven't already seen it, please make sure to check it out. I basically proved that Apple is right. The lightning connector is faster than the previous 30-pin connector. However, it's not a huge difference with speed like it would be if it was USB 3.0 and USB 2.0, but it still is a little faster. The 8-pin lightning connector is smaller, reversible, meaning you can put it in both ways into your iPhone and it syncs faster, like I've said. By far, in my opinion, the iPhone 5 is the best looking smartphone on the market, period. Apple has always done really well with making their products look a lot better than its competition, and I think the iPhone 5 really does prove that, because if you look at any other smartphone on the market, I definitely believe the iPhone 5 looks better than it. Alright, so moving on. 4G LTE is another huge upgrade to the iPhone 5, adding incredibly fast download and upload speeds compared to 3G on previous iPhone models. Now, 3G was a limitation on previous iPhone devices like the iPhone 4S, the iPhone 4, the iPhone 3GS, but now that it was finally added to the iPhone 5, it really does make the iPhone 5 that much better. 4G LTE is incredibly fast. I'm really glad Apple has added it. Apple has also added their new power-efficient A6 chip, which they claim is twice as fast as the previous A5. Now, if you use the GeekBench 2 application, which I have a video up on my channel with a comparison between the iPhone 5 and the iPhone 4S, and basically I ran the GeekBench application. If you compare those scores, the GeekBench scores, according to that app, the iPhone 5 is more than twice as fast than the original iPhone 4S. So according to that app, Apple is correct about how the A6 is twice as fast as the A5, which is pretty hard to believe considering the A5 was already really fast. So the iPhone 5 does have a dual-core 1 GHz processor and 1 GB of RAM, making iOS 6 run amazingly. The previous iPhone 4S had a 1 GHz processor, but I believe Apple restricted it to 800 MHz, correct me if I'm wrong, and it only had 512 MB of RAM. So having the 1 GHz processor and the 1 gigabyte of RAM really does make this iPhone 5 a lot faster. Apple also claims that the A6 chip offers graphics performance that is up to twice as fast as the A5. And I've been playing a few games on my iPhone 5, and I've compared the exact same ones to my iPhone 4S, and with the new greater saturation and also the new A6 chip, the games really do run well and they look great. They've also updated the front-facing camera too, which now allows you to take 720p HD videos. On the iPhone 4S, you can only take pictures, and the camera was at 0.3 megapixels. And you can take VGA resolution videos, which was really not good. And they updated it to a 1.2 megapixel camera for taking still photos and 720p HD video, which is really, really awesome. So now you can take video while looking at yourself and actually get some decent quality. The back camera has the same specs as the iPhone 4S, I believe, but with the new saturation, it really does make the video look even better that you capture with your iPhone 5. iOS 6 also comes with the iPhone 5, which has tons of great features including a newly improved Siri and camera application, Facebook integration, and much more. Even with all of these awesome new features, the iPhone 5 has more than enough battery to last throughout the day, with up to 10 hours of video playback time, 8 hours of talk time, and 8 hours of browsing on a cellular connection. Now, I was on my iPhone 5 for quite some time yesterday. I would estimate around 5 to 6 hours just browsing the web, sending text messages, playing games. I was even talking with someone for half an hour, and starting off the day with 100% battery, it only went down to 50%, and that is really, really good. And I remember my 4S, the battery would drain really quickly, and with the iPhone 5, it retains battery and much better, and it really does last a charge. So the iPhone 5 comes with a wall adapter, a standard lightning cable, which I did talk about earlier in this video, and the newly improved Apple EarPods. Now, some of you may be saying, oh, these Apple EarPods probably aren't even that good. They're not better than the previous Apple model, the previous Apple headphones. And I gotta tell you right now, I've been using these Apple EarPods, and they are way better than the previous Apple headphones. I can tell you that right now. I couldn't stand the previous Apple headphones because they leaked music and they didn't even play bass, and the sound quality was so bad on them. But with these Apple EarPods, especially with someone like me who really likes to listen to hip hop and rap, I really do like my bass. The Apple EarPods do provide me with that. They play the bass really well, and they don't leak a lot of sound, and their quality is actually really nice. It's really good. So the Apple EarPods are definitely an awesome upgrade that Apple has added with the iPhone 5. And if you guys haven't already seen my unboxing and review of that, please make sure to check it out on my channel. But anyways, on a 2-year contract with Verizon, AT&T, or Sprint, the iPhone 5 costs $200 for a 16GB model, $300 for a 32GB model, and $400 for a 64GB model. In my personal opinion, I believe that this is by far the best upgrade the iPhone has ever seen, and I truly think that it is currently the best smartphone. Sure, the Galaxy S3 has better specs along with some cool features, but iOS is the better OS, and in the end, it's not the screen size or the processor speeds that comes first, it's the operating system, the user experience, and I believe that iOS is better than Android. Because of all of the new upgrades Apple has added to the iPhone 5, along with the fact that it runs iOS 6, I firmly believe that this iPhone is the best option for anyone who is looking for a new smartphone. Whether you're an Android user or you're on an iPhone 4 or an iPhone 4S, if you really want to ask me, should I upgrade to this iPhone 5? After watching this video review, if you're still on the fence, then take my word for it. This iPhone 5 is awesome, and I really do think you should upgrade. Maybe you have a Galaxy S2 or a Galaxy S3, and you really like it, and you want to know if you should get an iPhone 5 or not, and you've been watching videos saying, oh, Galaxy has better specs, I like it, but you're still kind of on the fence because you don't really like Android, then definitely go with the iPhone 5. The iPhone 5 runs incredibly smoothly, has great battery time, like I said, great design, and there's tons of new upgrades it has to it, and along with iOS 6, it really is an overall, it's a really good smartphone in my opinion. Anyways guys, that has been my official iPhone 5 review. So if you have any questions or concerns about the iPhone 5, or you simply want to know about something a little more specific about my iPhone 5, then just leave a comment down below and I'll do my best to get back to you. Also, please make sure to check out the links in the description down below for some more iPhone 5 videos. I have lots of comparison videos with the 4S, and make sure to check those out. I have a review of the earpods, I have some camera comparisons, and I also have some jailbreak information about the new iPhone 5. If you're wondering about the upgrade because you still want to keep your jailbreak but you're not sure, then you should check out that jailbreak video, because basically it proves that the iPhone 5 jailbreak is not going to take a long time to come out. But anyways guys, thanks for watching this video, and I will see you all in my next one.